was raised on these waters. My grandparents' home is right next to the creek. So I spent by far most of my time here. And almost every day of summer was spent swimming in Williams Creek. But every so often, Williams Creek became sacred. I can remember when the people would literally be walking to the creek and singing as they go. And they would gather around the banks as the people would walk into the river to be baptized. It was just deeply impacted. When I was 8 years old, I had a very significant experience with God, one that I will never forget. I can still remember walking in line into that water, going down to express what I had experienced with God. And so this makes it a really special place for me. To describe what it's like to stand here now and watch hundreds of young men and women coming from their encounter with God at the ramp to this place that's already so special to me personally, and walk down these steps into these same waters and see the determination on their face that they want to mark this experience that they've just had with God in a very deep and real way. It's just overwhelming.
Since Acts chapter 2, baptism has enjoyed a place of prominence in the life and the culture of the church. The reason we do baptism is because it is built upon the death, burial, and resurrection. Baptism is more than just a public expression of faith, though it is that. Baptism is a supernatural activity where God makes all things new.
When these young people come up out of these waters and you see their faces, the only way I know how to express it is to say they have seen Jesus. And they are experiencing the joy and the freedom that comes from that new life. That's often expressed through weeping. It's expressed through laughter. It's expressed through a grateful heart for what God has just done for them. For me personally, it is just a fulfillment that says, this is why I live. And what better thing is there to live for?
It's such an amazing experience to be in the water, seeing these young people being baptized firsthand. They come down into the water with such expectation, such faith, which is such a key ingredient to baptism. You know, there's nothing magical about getting dipped in the water. It's when we do it through faith in Jesus that really causes change.
So when they literally are buried with Christ in baptism, those issues, it's like literally are being washed downstream. Those enemies are being washed away from them. Those bondages and chains are being broken forever by the power of God. And when they come up out of those waters, they are coming up into the promised new life that He has for them.
Through baptism, each of us are identifying with the work of Jesus. And when people get baptized here at Williams Creek, it's nothing special about Williams Creek. What's special is what Jesus did. When they get baptized here, through faith in Jesus, everything changes.